Glad to have you along for another edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, presented in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. Glad to have you along at Woodhaven Country Club in Louisville today for the KGA Senior Team Championship. Hello everyone, glad to have you along on a beautiful day for IKG, along with Steve McMillan, the Executive Director of Golf House Kentucky. Glad you joined us today. And Steve, when we talk about the family of golf organizations, one of the things we always like to highlight, and it continues to grow with some great golf, is the senior part of the Golf House Kentucky. Let's talk about this event, because I know it's one of many this summer.
Well, it is. You know, Don, one of the big things we like to do is provide opportunities for golfers of all age and all gender. And senior golf is very popular in the state of Kentucky. And this particular event is kind of the kickoff to the whole season. It is a team event, so players partner up with somebody of their similar age group. They go out and they play. Today's format's kind of interesting. They're going to play what's known as Chapman alternate shot, which is kind of really determines are you really a good buddy with this person or not, because you know, you could get some interesting shots, put your partner in some pretty interesting things. And then on championship day tomorrow, we're going to finish up, and it's 4-ball, where they're just going to be playing the best overall score of the two-person team. So it's a lot of fun. It's great to get out here. A lot of the guys are just getting back in town. They weren't here at our first event, so this is a chance that we get to see a lot of old friends. Old friends get to see a lot of other people, and it's like reunion day, and it is a lot of fun. Woodhaven Country Club, as you see today, Don, beautiful day out here. We really appreciate Woodhaven for hosting, and we think the seniors are just going to have a great time.
Well, Steve, one of the things that really interests me the most is one of the things Golf House Kentucky does really overall is to provide more experiences, and certainly a lot more experiences than ever they've had for the seniors.
Well, exactly true, Don. And, you know, with senior golf, there's so many great opportunities. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're a 55-year-old senior or you're a 75-year-old senior, we've got this mix covered. There's, in this particular flight and all of our senior events, there's a senior category, there's a masters category, and there's a legends category. And all of our competitions have net and gross scoring, so that's why we really like people to have those handicaps, so they can get out here, and regardless of their skill level or their age, they can come out and be able to play in our senior tournaments.
And if you want more information, it's easy to do. Go to kygolf.org. Great website. It can really help you out, and look for the Senior Golf Association. All about the seniors today. Glad to have you along on Kroger IKG. We'll have more from Woodhaven Country Club in just a moment. Kroger and Body Armor Sports Drink are teaming up for a special promotion May 24th through the 4th of July at area Kentucky and Kroger stores, and a chance to win some great golf prizes from French Lick Resort and Body Armor. The grand prize package includes a foursome at the Pete Dye course and the Donald Ross course, plus 2 double rooms at the historic West Baden Hotel. Second place prize is a Body Armor tailor-made golf bag and club, and third prize is a foursome at the Donald Ross course. See details at participating Kroger stores, and no purchase necessary. Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is presented by Kroger and its partners: Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, and by Body Armor. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Senior LPGA Championship, presented by Old National Bank, July 10th through 12th at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye course.
There's only one National Orange Juice brand that only uses 100% American oranges. Simply Orange and Tropicana ship in juice from overseas. Only Florida's Natural grows all of our oranges in Florida. Great taste, naturally.
Hello folks, take a drive and come out to Morehead State University's Eagle Trace Golf Course, nestled in the beauty of Daniel Boone National Forest. Tremendous new zoysia fairways, lots of nice greens, facilities. You can have wedding receptions, golf outings, any kind of business function you'd like also. Visit us at Eagle Trace. You'll be glad you did.
There's only one National Orange Juice brand that only uses 100% American oranges. Simply Orange and Tropicana ship in juice from overseas. Only Florida's Natural grows all of our oranges in Florida. Great taste, naturally.
There's only one thing that separates the bad from the good from the great The greats from the legends. Just one thing, obsession. It's a choice, not a gift. It's ruthless, pain, sacrifice. Every athlete has the choice. Hunt or be hunted. It's only natural.
Know you can save today for what's important tomorrow.
Glad to have you along on Kroger IKG as we're highlighting the Kentucky Senior Team Championship here at Woodhaven Country Club. Jim and Terry have joined us. And Jim, first of all, you guys have done a great job participating in this event. And one of the things that we'd like to do is let the other seniors know the opportunities that are here. You guys have a lot of fun and do a lot of things. Talk about your experience with the Senior Golf Association.
I really enjoy it, Don, because it's competitive, but it's not life and death.
Right.
Okay, there's a lot of laughs. You hit a bad shot, you laugh it off. And there's different age divisions. Whichever one you fall in, you compete in. You use handicaps. There's gross and net divisions, so it's fair for everybody. I recommend it to everybody.
And then one of the things, I think you guys have a little bit more time to play now, and you get to play great venues too.
Right. We enjoy they get some great courses to play on. This year is really good. And it's good to see guys you don't see, because some people are out of state and you see them just 4 or 5 times a year, and it's just fun.
Yeah, Terry's your teammate today?
Yeah, he's a horse.
Terry, I want to understand what being a horse means. First of all,
I'm not real sure. I hope it means it's good, but I don't know. I tell you what, I've enjoyed playing in these events. This is my 12th year, and it's been tremendous. You get to know these guys, and they become friends, and there's nothing like it. If you haven't played in the senior event, you need to come on out and join us.
On a red-hot tour here. Good. Thanks, guys, for being on. We're glad to have you on the show. Time to take a look at this week's French Lick Report. It's always a pleasure to come to French Lick Resort and Spa, and particularly to talk to our good friend Dave Harner, the Director of Golf Operations. And Dave, you did it again, another big event here. It actually happened in a really short period of time. It was announced in December. Just kind of give us the overview about the Senior LPGA Championship and the other things involved. What another big home run.
You know, we've been a host of the Legends Championship for 4 years. And so in the fall last year, there was a debate. Our dates didn't look right for 2017. We'd sort of run the gamut. We'd had some great champions, some great tournaments. And these ladies, we thought, deserved a major. And, of course, the USGA is committed to 2018, the U.S. Women's Senior Open. So we basically went back to the Legends Tour folks and the LPGA and said, can we make this happen? And, of course, you hear, well, we don't know, and we're not sure, and probably not, and several things. But in the end, we didn't really give them any reason that it couldn't happen. So we just kicked off our 2017 media campaign for the Senior LPGA that's held July 10th, 11th, 12th.
Got a lot going on each week on the show. Dave will be with me, another guest, to talk about another special event. Involves the seniors and some others, as Dave mentioned, here at French Lick.
Man, I'm really craving a Dr. Pepper.
Crave Rider! He always has a Dr. Pepper when you're craving Dr. Pepper!
Crave Rider, hit me.
Sorry, man, that was my last one.
But your song just said you always have Dr. Pepper.
I got you. Crave Rider! He's spraying Dr. Pepper cause he's out of Dr. Pepper!
See you guys.
Woo! One you crave.
Sparkling ice isn't bland, so this commercial can't be either.
Do you know what time it is?
It's not even that late.
Don't you raise your voice at your mother.
Fine.
Drink not bland, be not bland. Sparkling ice.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history.
People bond a lot over food and having meals together because it's a fellowship. It's a moment to get to know one another and share experiences with one another. I remember helping a young lady in the produce section. It was her first time making a roast, so I was able to explain to her how to prepare the roast, and she just came back with a huge smile on her face and said, Nisha, it worked, they loved it. It gives us that one-on-one relationship, and it also says, hey, we are here and we care about you, not just as a customer, but as a friend. Hi, my name is Nisha, and I'm from the Portland Kroger.
Glad you're watching this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf. We're highlighting the Senior Golf Association Team Championship at Woodhaven Country Club. Don Russell with a couple of guys that I go back a long way with, Mike Campbell and Rick Kane. And Mike, I'm going to start with you. We played a little baseball together. We played some football together. Who would have known golf would be a big part of your life? Did you know it pretty early it would be?
Not at all. I mean, I really didn't take up golf until I got out of high school. And of course, when you and I got together, we were playing Babe Ruth baseball down in the valley, and and that's all it was baseball and basketball and football, and then I kind of got introduced to this thing and fell in love with it.
And we really didn't have the opportunities that these kids have today. I remember sneaking on to Sun Valley Tubby Newton's course after it closed, and that's why it's so much better for kids today.
Absolutely, yes. They have a lot of resources, and they reach out to them, and that's what they should do. That's the future.
Well, I don't know anybody more competitive than you and this guy, Rick. As far as I can remember back, you got hooked on the game of golf, and you played it with passion, and you have ever since.
Well, I was really fortunate that they opened Sun Valley when I was about 12, I think. And it wasn't very far from our house, and my parents joined it. And I was like Mike, I just played baseball and started playing golf. And my dad told me when I was about 16, I was still playing baseball, and I'd won some junior tournaments, and he said, the thing about golf is you can compete your whole life. And I said, I can compete at baseball my whole life. He was right once again,
They always are, aren't they?
Yeah, basically. But, it's been it's really neat to be able to compete. We're not nearly as competitive as we used to be in terms of being in the mix, but it's still fun to get out and compete.
Well, there's two of the guys that I've always looked up to, not just because of my height, but great competitors and great athletes. And I told you all both, you're as good as athletes that I've ever had a chance to be around. And I was lucky just to get to participate kicking that little ball. Thanks, guys, for being with us. It's time for the Game this week with Kim Schaefer.
My name is Kim Schaefer, and I'm the Director of Player Development at Golf House Kentucky. Last year, on the For the Game segment, we shared with you everything that our KPGA professionals are doing at their facilities to grow the game around the state and to get more people involved with the game. Well, I've had a lot of you viewers and amateurs of the game ask me this last year, what can I do? What can I do as an amateur to help grow the game around the state? So today I'm going to tell you, I'm going to challenge you actually to go out and help us grow the game. The very first thing that you can do is just share your love of the game, share your passion for the game with other people. When you get out, and whether you're at a party or you're at church or maybe you're at the club or wherever you are, talk golf with people. Let them know how important it is to you. Tell them the benefits of the game, the health benefits, the great air, getting outside, being outdoors. You know, share your passion. Why do you love the game? Once you share that with others, that's going to spark an interest in them. Once you've sparked that interest, then help them to find a local PGA golf professional that can get them started in the game. That's how I challenge you to help us get more people out to the golf course. Thanks for your help.
There's only one thing that separates the bad from the good from the great, the greats from the legends. Just one thing: obsession. It's a choice, not a gift. It's ruthless, pain, sacrifice. Every athlete has the choice: hunt or be hunted. It's only natural.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
From us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. Enjoy Florida's natural. Great taste, naturally.
We just got the keys to our new house.
Got the keys!
Woo-hoo! This is exciting. We've got our own house. Yeah! I'm sorry.
You like it here, Maddie?
I love you.
I love you too.
No getting through now.
You're sweet on a tiny horse.
This here's private property.
Call off the search party. Because I found him.
Found who?
Two thirsty cowboys who deserve the sweet reward of a Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's mighty sweet.
Told you.
That's some fancy rope work. Use a hand like you on the ranch.
Sorry, Buckaroo. Little Sweet's just passing through.
What'd that fella say his name was?
Diet Dr. Pepper. It's the sweet one.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
From us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. Enjoy Florida's natural. Great taste, naturally.
Having a great time today on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf. We're at Woodhaven Country Club in Louisville, talking about the senior team championship, and two of the champion guys in my life, and certainly in golf, I'd like to introduce Don Wood and, of course, Coach Jim Richard, and we go back a long way. And, Don, I'll let you laugh first. No, just kidding. Really, it's been a lot of fun. Here you guys get to play today, but what great opportunities we have here in the Commonwealth for senior golfers.
It is. Jim and I played for quite a few years, and the thing I like, you know, as we get older, I guess, we're all competitive. I mean, we like to play and we like to compete, but it's really important, too, to see the guys out here that we've known for years and years, and I guess as you get older you appreciate that more, but it's a lot of fun.
And everybody needs that. Coach Richards, I know as a basketball coach, probably weren't too many sticks in your hand, and maybe a few times in the summer. This guy was as good of a coach they ever had at Western Kentucky, but
thank you.
You probably got started with golf from some folks on campus now.
I never saw a golf ball until my junior year as a student at Western. They, on Adair County where I'm from, they never had a golf ball, didn't have a golf course. So it was a great pleasure. Once I got out of school and started coaching, they said, you need to play in this scramble or that scramble, and that was about all I knew about it until I had the good fortune of becoming the golf coach at Western.
Right.
And Norman Head taught my first recruit, who was Kenny Perry, and I had some good players, Scott Beard from here in Louisville, and Mike Nathan from up in New York, and so forth. The guys were really, really good players, and it taught me a lot about the game.
And when you talk about those names, great names that have gone on to do special things in golf, now the opportunities are so great. You see around for the young people, new programs that doesn't matter what your economic background is,
right.
They get a chance to play earlier, and you can really see, as a former coach, you can appreciate that.
Oh, without a doubt. And when you talk about economic backgrounds, when I went to Glasgow to coach in high school, they made me the highest paid coach in the state of Kentucky in basketball. I made $7,200. So
well, you were in high cotton.
I was in high cotton. I just ran into Jim Whiteside a couple weekends ago that played for us, and I said, Jim, you make more than that in an hour now as a physician. So, hey, you can play at all levels. You don't have to belong to a country club. You can play at the municipal courses and enjoy this great, great game.
Once again, if you want to know more about senior golf or anything going on in golf in Kentucky, go to kygolf.org. We're the senior group, but it's time for our PNC Bank Youth Golf Report.
Morehead State University and Eagle Trace Golf Course are proud to provide closed captioning for the hearing impaired for IKG.
There's only one national orange juice brand that only uses 100% American oranges. Simply Orange and Tropicana ship in juice from overseas. Only Florida's Natural grows all of our oranges in Florida. Great taste, naturally.
Sparkling ice isn't bland, so this commercial can't be either.
Do you know what time it is?
It's not even that late.
Don't you raise your voice at your mother.
Fine.
Drink not bland, be not bland. Spark.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
From us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. Enjoy Florida's natural. Great taste, naturally.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history.
The senior teams once again found near-perfect weather at Woodhaven Country Club for the second round of the KGA Senior Team Championship. Lexington seniors Steve Humphrey and Christopher Chee followed up their even par 72 with a 3 under par 69, which was good for a 2-stroke margin of victory over Randy Mefford and Ricky Bourne. Being runner-up was not overly disappointing for Mefford and Bourne, though, because a low gross score meant they played well and walked away with the net scoring title. Jim Orr and Terry Bowman continued their good play in the Masters division and won both the gross and net scoring. Winning both gross and net scoring titles was a common theme in this year's championship, as Ralph Guess and Jerry Edwards won both Legends titles. Michael Crabtree and Chuck Craig had the hottest round of the day with a net 57. Crabtree and Craig ended up winning the mid-senior gross title by 3 shots and the net title by a whopping 24 shots.
Had a great time today on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. And certainly one of the key parts of the family of organizations is the Senior Golf Association. Had a great time here at the Senior Team Championship, back with Steve McMillan, the Executive Director of Golf House Kentucky. And first, we want to thank everybody for participating. I'll let you do that first. Then I got an exciting thing that you mentioned we want to follow up on, but a great event, great participation, and a lot of fun.
Well, exactly, Don. And, you know, anytime that you have a tournament, the first place you got to always think is the host facility. And very much we appreciate the members of Woodhaven Country Club for opening their doors for 2 days and allowing us to bring this championship for them to Woodhaven, show off the facility, and they did a wonderful job of servicing the players. We just really appreciate what they did for us.
You know, we always like to keep you updated on what's happening in the game of golf. And in our first show, you mentioned something, and every time you mention it, you have a big smile. It's called Youth on Course. Explain it.
Well, Don, Youth on Course is a really cool new thing that we have brought to Kentucky. We are the 12th state in the country to bring this. And what Youth on Course is it provides youth the opportunity to get onto the golf course with us removing the cost barrier for them. So what juniors can do now, they can go to our website, kygolf.org, go to the Play tab, and click on Youth on Course. They join Youth on Course for $5. And then what that gives them access to is golf courses all across the country. We have 25 golf courses that are starting here in Kentucky, in Louisville, Lexington, and Northern Kentucky. What that gives them is the opportunity to pay a green fee of $5 or less.
Wow.
Now, that's just here in Kentucky. When they travel, there's Youth on Courses, like I said, in other 12 states. We have 4 other programs that will follow up with a Caddy Academy, an internship program, and then obviously college scholarships that will follow up beyond that. So once we get that kid on the golf course at age 6, we're going to keep them on the golf course all the way through college, and we're going to make them a golfer for life.
And we'll follow that throughout the summer on Kroger IKG. Thanks to Steve and all the guests, and thanks for you for watching this edition of Kroger IKG. Hope you'll join us again next week on the show. Promotional consideration provided by All Good Computers. For sales and service, call Bill Ennis, 502-810-9047.